Hamid, it's great to have you back. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Talk about just generally how you see the environment, if this is an enterprise story at large, a consumer story at large, a big pull forward, or is there something deeper going on?
Yeah, so I think it's a combination of a really big pull forward you had, especially on PCs, maybe to some degree on smartphones, along with the slowing consumer demand pattern that you're seeing, right? If you think of PCs, for example, and this was really a big part of our downgrade on HP, we were selling about 250 million PC units consistently pre-pandemic. That number shot to 350 million units last year at the peak of the pandemic. So the question is kind of what does normalization look like? I think that's step one. And I think the reality that a lot of, especially consumers and maybe enterprises, have bought PCs, the desire to refresh them, maybe pushed out by several years versus not. I think that, along with higher inflation, where you start to cut back spending on PCs, seems to be a logical thing given the utilization rates of a computer haven't really altered that much, and you have a much newer, better machine than you had 5 years ago. So I think PCs are more at risk. It's mostly consumer. There are signs of it on the enterprise side as well, but it's really a consumer-driven softness right now, I'd say.
Interesting. You know, the past couple of months, we've seen some calls from the street arguing that IBM, decent place to hang out in a downturn. Some say similar things about Dell. You don't have any problem with that?
No, listen, IBM has, very high-end, very large enterprise exposure. It's a lot of recurring business if you think about IBM, right? If you need a mainframe, you need a mainframe. If you have consulting with IBM, it's really a recurring business. So I do think the high-end enterprise, or really enterprises broadly, will be a lot more stable place to be in through a recession if you have one versus not. And the reality is technology and solutions that IBM or Dell will provide you are probably the way you offset inflation and the way you offset labor issues. So I think technology would not be a cost center this time around. It might be an enabler to offset the issues we have.
I mean, speaking of offsetting inflation and back to the consumer, is now an ideal time to launch a hardware subscription service of a different type or an installment product if you are an Apple, for example, with a lot of cash and with a high margin, kind of relatively high expense product?
Oh boy. Listen, Apple needs to figure a way to drive iPhone unit growth, right? And if consumers are going to be willing to pay less for it as you go forward in theory, there has to be different ways for you to incentivize me as a consumer or anyone else. I do think having a subscription model or Apple's own, buy now, pay later for iPhones is a really attractive way to do it. The other one I would argue that you could see very well is carriers and cable companies could start to subsidize iPhones more aggressively through the iPhone cycle that we have coming up, right? So I think in Apple's case, the math is inflation is a worry in terms of how much consumers want to spend. Can I incentivize them to, financial promotions, or can I get carriers and cable companies incentivize them to buy the phone? I think that's a math they're going to look at.